Chappelle's shows. Did you do any of his shows?
I did all of them in Austin. We did them all together at Stubbs
right.
Amphitheater.
That's right. Well, he invited me out to
Yellow Springs.
Yellow Springs. And besides being in his world, which is wild, Chappelle land, being able to do shows there in this cornfield, and other comedians are just, last time I saw Bob Saget, I got to see him one more time. And we were all together again, and, it was really something. It was great.
Yeah, there was something special. The shows that we did in Stubbs, like Dave called me up and he said, "Hey, fuck this, let's do comedy."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, let's just test everybody. It'll cost a lot of money and take a lot of time, but it'll be a lot of fun. And we did it, and they were some of the most magical moments ever, because while we were there, we're like, oh, I can't believe we're doing this. This is really happening.
Yes, I really didn't think it would happen, at least for a very long time. And there I am with Dave and Michelle Wolf, and we're talking jokes.
Yeah.
And Dave would just host the shows and just be really like a comedy club host, like talking to the crowd and just fucking around and doing silly bits. I loved watching him. And then we'd all go to his crazy barn and just everybody would dance, and it was fucking nuts. It was crazy.
No, he's doing it right.
Yeah.
He's an unusual person in the greatest sense ever.
There's one moment of Chappelle that tells me like who he is deep inside. He's a public guy and he's had a varied and complex life, but this is who he is to me. I was after one of the shows in Yellow Spring, he has like this, a big, like his own little nightclub with a DJ station and a bar, and everybody went there afterwards. And they're playing really loud music. It's mostly black people. And me and Noam, who owns the Comedy Cellar, were sort of standing. We're the two wallflowers kind of just watching, And these guys, they're in a mob just dancing to all kinds of music. Nirvana at one point, old hip-hop, new, weird Alanis Morissette, just anything.
Yeah.
And they're dancing, and I look at Chappelle, and he's got his kind of half-lidded, he's smoking and red eyes, and he's watching. And at one point, he just went into the middle of the crowd of people, and he just started pushing them like this. And he made a circle. He just gently shoved people, and he made them clear a circle. And then there's a lot of kids around, and there was this little black girl with very skinny, this little skinny girl, and he just took her by the hand and put her in the middle of the circle, and then he backed off, and then she started dancing and everyone went wild and just watched her do this. He saw this. I watched him decide this. I'm going to make this space. I'm going to put this little black girl in it. And then he just backed off, and he just sort of was pleased at what he created. It was an unbelievable moment.
He's the guy that taught me to listen to music before you go on stage. He has a playlist that he plays, and he would always bring these big JBL boom boxes with him everywhere. And I started bringing one on the road with me, too, because it sets a tone for, like, the green room. But when we were doing these shows at Stubbs, he was listening to this one Nina Simone track, and he would listen to it over and over.
What was it? Do you know what the song was?
I wish I could fucking remember, but we were blasted. Yeah. We were out of our minds. We were so fucking stoned and so drunk. But it was just to see him take in this art, to see him take in this Nina Simone song. He had like his eyes closed and is like smoking a cigarette, and and he would go, hold on, listen to this one part right here. Listen to this one part, and he'd like play it again, like, oh man.
Yeah, he's a great appreciator of life.
No, he loves art too. He's he has a deep respect for people's creations. Like to the bone. Like he really loves it. Really loves doing it. Really loves creating it, and really loves listening to it. It's like he's doing it right. He's doing it right, and he's doing it in his own vibe. He's got his own sort of space that he's created, his own vibration.
That's a hard thing to have right now. So
yeah. Well, he's another one. He doesn't listen to shit. He's not reading social media. He doesn't have anything on his phone. He doesn't nothing. Which is Donnell always thinks is hilarious, because anytime anything's fucked up, he has to grab Donnell's phone. He's like, "Give me that. What the fuck is going on?"
That's what